Trust God's timing. Everything happens at His appointed time. John chapter 3 verse 27 KJV. John answered and said, "A man can receive nothing, except it be given him from heaven. What's not given by heaven isn't worth keeping." At God's appointed time you will receive what heaven has ordained. There is a time, a divine time. A moment when everything aligns, not because you forced it, but because God appointed it. Divine timing. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1 KJV. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Your delay is not meaningless. Your breakthrough is not late. There is a purpose and a time, assigned by God Himself. The vision. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3 KJV. Let's look at what happened at the appointed time. Nothing is too hard for the Lord. A promise fulfilled. Abraham and Sarah. Genesis chapter 18 verse 14 KJV. Is anything too hard for the Lord? At the time appointed I will return unto thee, according to the time of life, and Sarah shall have a son. They waited for far too long. They felt forgotten, but at the set time, God opened her womb, and Isaac was born. Your delay is not your denial. A dream fulfilled. Joseph the dreamer who was tested. Psalm chapter 105 verse 19 KJV. Until the time that his word came. The word of the Lord tried him. Betrayed, imprisoned, forgotten. But when the time came, he was promoted suddenly because heaven's clock for appointed time has arrived. Joseph's blessings did not come in the way he thought. His blessings were better than what he could have asked, thought or imagined. A calling fulfilled. David anointed but not yet appointed. He had to wait through battles, betrayals, and the wilderness. But when the time was right, he was appointed to rule over Egypt, second only to Pharaoh. The waiting made him ready. The miracle happened. Hannah, a womb waiting for purpose. 1 Samuel chapter 1 verse 20 KJV. Wherefore it came to pass, when the time was come about after Hannah had conceived, that she bare a son, and called his name Samuel, saying, Because I have asked him of the Lord. She poured out her heart. But in God's time, Samuel was born, a prophet for generations. A prayer answered. Elizabeth, the forerunner's mother. Luke chapter 1 verse 13 KJV. But the angel said unto him, Fear not, Zacharias. For thy prayer is heard, and thy wife Elizabeth shall bear thee a son, and thou shalt call his name John. Aged and barren, yet chosen, she gave birth to John the Baptist, the voice in the wilderness. Your age doesn't cancel your appointment or assignment. God's blessings. Proverbs 10:22 KJV. The blessing of the Lord, it maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow with it. Provision. Psalm chapter 145 verse 15 KJV. The eyes of all wait upon thee, and thou givest them their meat in due season. The Savior. Galatians chapter 4 verse 4 KJV. But when the fullness of the time was come, God sent forth his Son, made of a woman, made under the law. Salvation. Romans chapter 5 verse 6. For when we were yet without strength, in due time Christ died for the ungodly. Even salvation, the greatest gift of all, came in the appointed time. Promotion. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 6 KJV. Humble yourselves therefore under the mighty hand of God, that he may exalt you in due time. You're not forgotten, you're hidden. A time for you to act in obedience before you see your breakthrough. So do your part and see God do his. Esther chapter 4 verse 14 KJV. Who knoweth whether thou art come to the kingdom for such a time as this? And when the time comes, nothing can stop what God has scheduled. Favor. Psalm chapter 102 verse 13 KJV. Thou shalt arise, and have mercy upon Zion. For the time to favor her, yea, the set time, is come. Favor has a set time. And your name is on the list. Your blessings, your open doors, your breakthroughs have appointed time. Ephesians 3:20 KJV. Now unto him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us. What has God promised you? Do not let go of his promises because it did not happen through the way, form, people and situation you thought it will. Trust God's faithfulness and timing to fulfill his promises, through the way, form, people, situations that he chooses, and in his appointed time. It will be exceeding abundantly above all that you ask, think or imagine. Now declare this in faith. Write in the comments, I trust God's appointed time. I receive by faith what God promised me. Say it in your spirit. Say it until fear breaks and you experience breakthrough in the spirit. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe and share on your notification button.